Welcome back, guys and girls. You're watching me, EMKWAN, here on EMKWAN Reviews, and in this box over here are my brand new Apple AirPods 2, or the newer AirPods. I'm not really sure what they're officially called, but these are the AirPods with the charging case. So I'm gonna unbox them with you guys, and then we'll take a closer look at what they have to offer, and more importantly, how they might be different from version number 1. So out of the box, here is the case. These are what the second generation AirPods look like. They look pretty standard. They have AirPods wireless charging case clearly written on the sides of the box, the Apple logo down there, and it will say somewhere charging case as well. On the back, you can see it says AirPods with wireless charging case. So these newer H1 chipped AirPods should have a couple of features that are advantages immediately out of the box when compared with the previous generation. So inside we have designed by Apple in California. Let's just show you what we get inside over here. Pretty standard. We have AirPods. I don't know why, but the font looks a little different to me. You get warranty information. No Apple stickers. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, we might as well end this video. I'm only kidding. And here it is. Here's the case itself. This is what the case looks like. No sort of marked differences in terms of visually compared to the previous generation. It's still the same sort of size, same glossy finish that you would come to expect. And that's it. And then when you, in fact, let's just put this over here because that is a wireless charger, and it's turned on immediately. There we go. All right, so if we pull this back, we're also gonna get a lightning to USB cable included in there. You can never have enough of these if you have Apple products at home, so that's that. Right, let's just take the plastic off here real quick. There we go. So interesting. Here they are. I mean, these are the AirPods. It still has a kind of glossy white case. I think something that's different for me, I've noticed, is that you have some kind of LED on the front now. Before it used to be inside, so that's now on the front, which I think is better because then you can see if you need to recharge or whatever. On the back, you've got the hinge in the position that you'd expect it, the reset button, and then it says designed by Apple in California, assembled in China over there. So pretty standard. If I just open that, just take the AirPods out themselves. I'm just going to take one of them out. I just want to show you visually they are exactly the same as the previous generation, exactly the same. Obviously, the internals are different now with the H1 chip. So I have my iPhone over here. By the way, some of you are going to ask me about the wallpaper. If you want to check out the wallpaper, you can see that in a separate video. I'll tag it down below. Here, the AirPods, first time setup. There we go. AirPods, unlock to connect. Well, let me do that. And there we go, all connected with the new AirPods. Right, let's get these bad boys in. AirPods number 1 on the left hand side going in, on the right hand side in. I always find, incidentally, the left side for me just fits perfectly and snugly, but on the right side, these will after a while just slip out. This is one of the unfortunate things for me, is that Apple AirPods don't necessarily fit in my ear as well as I would like. And I'm not even going to do the shake test because they're just going to go in opposite directions, and I'll spend the rest of this video trying to look for them. But they are in my ears now, and a couple of things that we need to talk about. First of all, when you put them in your ears, they don't really feel that much more different from version 1. But the differences are inside with the chip. So there is this H1 chip that Apple have included in the newer AirPods, and that's going to help with essentially 3 things. Number 1, improve connectivity with all of your devices. So whatever AirPods connect with, iPads, iPhones, Macs, it should improve connectivity. Also with an issue to do with latency. And latency, to be honest, I never noticed with version 1. I think it was one app that I might have used where I found that the sound was slightly delayed from what I was seeing on the screen. So version 2 with the H1 chip will fix that. So that's 2 points there, or 1 point. The third point, or second point, is also to do with improved battery life for talk time. So these are, according to Apple, have 5 hours of talk time. With the new H1 chip, i.e. version 2, that will bump it up by 50%. So you are going to get better talk time essentially with version 2 of the AirPods. For me, this is interesting. I'm more interested in how that will affect, let's say, music, or just, you know, using the AirPods purely for music. I'm assuming it's going to improve the battery life there, but I haven't found anything concrete that mentions that. So if you do see something, leave a comment down below if you've read something or heard something from somewhere. And finally is with the Hey Siri incorporation or integration directly from the AirPods. So traditionally, if you wanted to use Hey Siri, and I say that quietly because look, it just activates automatically, you would need to pull out your iPhone. But with the new AirPods, you can essentially, you don't need to pull your iPhone or your Apple device out. You can say, Hey Siri, and you should hear it, and then you can essentially ask for whatever you want. All right, just testing out the Hey Siri functionality. Hey Siri. I get this. All right, so that seems to be working. Now, incidentally, my iPhone is in the other room, so it's on the other side of this door. It's unlikely with the crying kids that it's going to pick up, or it's going to pick me up saying Hey Siri through the gap between this room and the other room. So when I say Hey Siri, the AirPods are picking that up. So those are the three additions from these AirPods over Generation 1. And then there is the actual case itself. Now, the second generation AirPods will be available without the wireless charging case. So if you don't want to spend money on the wireless charger, you don't have a wireless charger, you don't see the benefits of it, then you can just get these as they are minus the wireless charger, and it will save you some money. Right guys, it's been half an hour since I unboxed the Apple AirPods, and I've been purposely listening to the same track over and over again, comparing the second generation AirPods with my first generation. I'm not picking up a massive improvement when it comes to sound quality. So between the first and second, I'm not really noticing that, but I do feel the second generation just sound a teeny bit more crispier and definitely more punchier than the first generation. I had to look through my settings to see that there's, you know, they're both sort of default, but the second generation do sound a little punchier and a little more crispier than the first generation, but it's only by a small, tiny margin. I've been listening to the same song again and again, comparing both of them in my ears, and that's what I'm picking up when it comes to sound quality. Right guys, that's it from me for now. So this is a quick unboxing and first look with the brand new Apple AirPods 2 or the AirPods with wireless charging case. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Are they worth the $200 asking price? About 829 dirhams here in the UAE, in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Or you can get the standard without wireless charging case for about 629 dirhams, which is about $150. So the standard kind of AirPod prices. Possibly a nice upgrade, but to be honest, these things, even with wired charging, last an incredibly long time. So I'm not sure the wireless charging is actually adding that much more in terms of functionality. And also, I think the main features, if you're looking for them, that are going to justify the price are going to be with the Hey Siri functionality and also the improved talk time. If those two things are important to you, then yeah, probably worth picking up the new AirPods. But again, you might be able to save money by picking up the standard non-wireless charging ones. Those are my thoughts immediately, having handled these for about 2 hours or so. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and if you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit like, and I'll see you in the next video here on EMKWAN Reviews. Until then, peace and blessings.